Merry Meetle! It has been quite a while since I've done a Garn post, and I'm so sorry. It's not because I've been slacking off. I basically have a lot of whips, and I thought I'd do a quick recording on one of the ways I keep saying, even though often I can have anywhere between 15 to 50 whips works in progress at any given time, and I enjoy working multiple whips at once. I do design my own patterns, and the other thing I do like to do is support other creator pieces and buy their patterns as well. And because with what I do of mine, I like to work on mine and then work on someone else's pattern that I've bought, and alternate sort of thing. And I just find it breaks up the monotony, and depending on what you're working on, patterns can take quite a while to make, and often you have to rip them back and do them again, and in between all that, when you finish pieces, it's quite fun and nice. And I think it's just a good practice all round to support other creators, content creators, crafters. Often they also, if you make patterns, they also become your customers as well sometimes. So, but that's not why. I just think it's generally nice. Especially given that there tends to be, at the moment, I think they're trying to push for AI generated knitting and crochet, and it's like, well, no. So I think, as garnies or crocheters and knitters or crafters need to kind of stick together on this one and keep it, for a lot of us it's income and it's part of our livelihood, and some it's actually all their livelihood. So anyway, all these bags are whips. So I thought I'd share this quick tip with a long freaking ass intro as per usual. These are basically brown shopping bags from the supermarket. So down here in Australia we have Coles and Big W. Coles do the brown paper bags. They used to be a lot higher. The bags used to be taller, I should say. And what I would do is I'd fold the bags over into themselves. And now they actually do them in half the height that they used to have them. Maybe they found the bags were breaking too much when they were bigger and they couldn't fill as many things in there. That's probably why. Looking at logical reasoning there. But yeah, so basically I pop these in individual bags. So this is not all my whips, by the way. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I know I've got 6 blanket whips in their den. And I've also got 4 series of whips that are like scarf, wrister and top sets, and in 4 different colorways. So I've got those 4. So I've got another 10, so 26 whips at the moment. But anyway, I thought I'd share this. And I mean, of course, you don't want them on the ground like this. Ideally, you want a good shelf. And, I had like 3 things in like 3 of these bags. And today I had another food delivery from the supermarket. So I usually put them into the ground. I use them as part of doing lasagna method in the garden bed plots. But today I decided to keep them all because I thought, okay, I've got too many projects scattered around the place in different bags and baskets, and I'm like, no, I'm going to collate them all, put them into separate baggies so I can actually see what's going on. But I would like to have some sort of shelf which, you don't see that, but you have this side, so a deep shelf which would be enough to hold you know, 2 projects across and then nice and high. I mean, what could even work is doing some sort of pegboard, but again, you'd end up hanging them like this, which I think is kind of, unless you're going to put a picture of the item there, which brings me on to the next tip. I actually do draw a picture of the project I'm working on. So this is a watermelon jumper. This is a Pepsi Cola jumper. I haven't done them for all, but today I'm actually going to finish off 3 projects. I've got my fox heads for like fox head taxidermy, but made with Garn, evergreen trees and mushrooms. I really would like to get at least one of those done today. But yeah, I endeavour to do the pictures for the front of the bags. I mean, this is going to be a large cardie coat, more cardie weight though. This is another, that's a watermelon. This is another cardie, oversized cardie, but like a Sally, so Samhain sort of themed. Pepsi Cola jumper. This is an epic throw series I'm doing, and this is a very large pattern that I'm working on, which, you know, will be fun when I finally get to release it. It's basically using 40 different colours of Garn in DK weight, and the idea is to release one part of the throw every week, along with, you know, other homely patterns such as charges, cozies and things like that. So I can't wait to release that. And then I've got some TV or movie themed things. So this is from The Shining. I finally nailed and perfected the motive for the for a throw, which looks like the carpet in the movie The Shining. Also the Fez throw, I perfected that also. This is another throw but from Stranger Things. And I've got some other granny square things there, and I've also got a curtain in the works for the kitchen. So anyway, these are my current whips. Not all of them, but some of them. But yeah, keep your brown paper bags. They make fantastic storaways for your whips in progress. And you know, I mean, as for putting them in a shelf, you could even probably do a shoe rack, you know, I mean, as long as it's a flat surface and not tipping, or unless you want tipping, you know, the bag's tipping forward or back, depending which way you face it. I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, I've got a double bed frame, which I could probably semi-mount on the wall and turn it into a shop space sort of hanging furniture or organizer, hanging organizer, and then fix prongs or hooks onto that, in which I can hang, you know, bags of whips, or whip bags, I guess is what you'd call this there. Not sure yet. But anyway, I thought I'd do a Garn post, and I'm sorry again, it's been a while. But yeah, I have been busy, and I've got study and everything as well too. There will be some more Garn posts coming soon. I have a booklet of swatches, the same swatch repeat, but it's more focused on colours. So I'm doing a few, well, that will be coming out soon. So soon I would do a recording on a DK colour swatch series with access to a free pattern and Garn pegs, and in that there will basically be 4 different videos, or for 4 groupings of colorways using DK Garn. I like using DK Garn. You know, we've sort of come into using a lot of this medium weight Garn, which, you know, usually requires a 5mm hook or crochet hook or pair of needles. But there's something nice about the, you know, the DK. That said, when I use DK in a 4 millimeter with a 4mm needle. I don't like it as much as a 5, but sometimes I circumvent this kind of too finer look by using a treble crochet stitch opposed to a double, and I just find you get kind of the more chunky effect of the medium weight, but without the heaviness. The problem I find with medium weight, especially if you're working a big piece like a coat, is I find the weight of it is too much. Like I literally did a hexagon coat with the medium weight, way too heavy, you know, and it's going to lose shape very quick. Like even if you use a tighter hook, it's just way too heavy. Like, whoa. Yeah, wearing a blanket's kind of cool, but yeah, it's kind of a little bit, I find it's personally a little bit easier to wear a blanket if it's like a jumper, you know, and it's a 5mm needle. But yeah, so I mean, like over here I've so this is a difference. So the gorge, so this is a 4mm hook, this is a 5, and I just find it's a little bit more spacey, so I've got a bit more of the chunkiness effect of a 5 you know, medium weight garn, but with the lightweight. So I've got the lightness, but then a bit more of the medium weight garn look. So I do prefer this kind of granny square to that. So I will be redoing this Stranger Things through to accommodate the different tension and weight that I want with the ending piece especially. So that goes there, and you go there, and yeah. So that's the from a TV series, and that's the Fez through. I nailed that. I saw someone else try and do it, and I'm like, no, it doesn't look right. Did it myself, and that's better. Anyway, blessed be Mary Part. I hope you're all keeping well, and yeah. Keep saying, keep stitching, and keep being creative, and you know, support other creatives, support each other. And that's it for me. Blessed be, and Mary Part, short and sweet. Bye.